Happy Bookmas, guys. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I'm so excited. I have been waiting for December. Let's talk about what I plan to read in December. I am pre-filming this a few days before December, so I don't know what books I will have completed for my November TBR. You'll find out tomorrow. Happy Bookmas. Bookmas Day 1. I'm so excited to be attempting to participate, okay? I make no promises about how many videos I'll make and how consistent they are. Ideally, I'm pretty sure it's like the first 12 days of December, you post a video every day. Fingers crossed. If not, I hope to at least maybe do it like every other day. My goal is to at least be like posting a good amount of content for December and making it fun and just having like a bunch of videos made in December, not my typical like 4-ish a month. So I do have a few videos already planned and edited and like ready to upload. So that's a few videos we got going on already. Then I have some other reading vlogs and special vlogs I'm excited to do and make, and I can't wait for December. So like I said, I don't know what books I've read in November by the time I'm filming this. I don't really think I plan on carrying over any books from my TBR in November. What I don't get to, that'll be a next year problem. Or if I'm mood reading and I just want to read it, I'll read it in December. But I have books right now that I'm like itching to read for December and an excessive amount. November, if we didn't finish them all, that's for 2025 Janae, okay? Editing me coming at you for multiple videos of making comments. But I wanted to say that I did want to do the TBR jar, but for December I had so many books that I know I wanted to read. And so that's why I made the TBR, this video with these picks that I chose. We will continue with the TBR jar in January though, because I do love doing that. I just knew for this month I had a feeling that I wanted to feel, so I picked books for that. But yes, okay, enjoy the video. I love you guys. If you've seen my TikToks or my Instagram, I've been talking about my December TBR, and my goal for December is to read epic fantasy, get lost in fictional worlds and hyperfixate on them, and also read emotionally destroying, heartbreaking reads. Those are my plans. And then also to read some fun, cutesy Christmas books in between that. So that's my plan. I really just want to get lost in like crazy, intense, just absorbed into a new fantasy world. And then I also want to read books that like stab me in the heart, rip it to shreds, and then put it back together again, hopefully, and like sob over books. So that's my goal this month. So that's what we have here. I plan to do like a Christmas reading vlog. I do want to just do some like more weekly reading vlogs. And hopefully we can have at least some of these books in a majority of the videos with the weekly reading vlogs. So this book, I kind of forgot about it, but I bought it recently and I have to read it this month because hello. And that is Spectacular by Stephanie Garber. This is a Caraval novella holiday edition, and I'm so excited for it. I literally don't even know what it's about, but if you don't know what Caraval is about, it's about this main characters and they go into this Caraval, which opens up like every year, and you have to like enter and you can't leave without winning. It's like a whole like magical game with like magical elements. It's kind of like an escape room vibes. There's romance, there's like sneaking, planning, plotting. It's really fun. It's very whimsical and like just transports you into another world. So this is brand new. It just came out I think last month or this month, and it's a Christmas novella following, look how pretty it is, like I'm in love. It says, it's a great holiday eve. Scarlet Dragna is planning a spectacular holiday celebration for the city. Donatella is searching for the perfect gift. Julian is looking ridiculously handsome and green, and Legend, while sadly Legend is not fond of the great holiday. So these are all characters from the book. Tella is hoping her perfect gift will change his mind. Unfortunately, she hasn't found his perfect gift just yet, but it is a great holiday eve. Surely there's some holiday magic swirling around. I'm excited. It just seems like a fun, wholesome little read, lighthearted read to read like in a day. Perfect little palette cleanser with like visuals. The font is big. It's giving just like fun, cute Christmas book, and I'm so excited. So it follows the characters from the Caraval series and just them like getting ready to celebrate the holidays. So like, what more could you want? Also, we didn't even talk about what's important to talk about. My shirt, it says Santa Baby. Do you see it? It's hard to see the green. Santa Baby. Perfect for December. I've been waiting to put the shirt on for this video, okay? I'm excited for every single book on my TBR, and I hope I get to them. Also, I'm so chaotic. I'm so sorry. I forgot to mention that I'm finishing grad school for like my semester of grad school's ending. Okay, I have like a few more assignments to do. Currently it's still November right now, so I'm trying to work on assignments that are due in December sooner. I'll be done with having classes, and I'll be done with like assignments and exams and quizzes within the first week or two of December. I will still have work. That's besides the point, because I work part-time, so it's not, and I work from home, so it's not crazy. I'll be done with school, so I won't have that nagging in the back of my mind of assignments I need to get done. So that's why I have so many books on this TBR and ambitious books, because I'm like, I'll have most of the month free. So I'm so excited, because what else am I gonna be doing but reading? So I hope, I pray, I beg that we can get through most of these books in December. I'm so excited. Okay, now let's get back into what my TBR is. Since we started off with Spectacular Christmas novella, or holiday novella for Caraval, let's get into my holiday books I plan on reading. I'm not sure if I'm going, oh, I forgot a book. Christmas reading vlog that I want to do. I might not do all these books in one vlog because I might try to film that like a day, kind of reading like 1 or 2 Christmas books and doing like Christmassy stuff. So I'm excited for that. But the other book I have is The Christmas Tree Farm by Lori Gilmore. Now she has a bunch of books out. This is like she has 3 of these books out. I see them all the time when I go to Barnes & Noble all together, and I've always wanted to get one. The pumpkin spice one, I'm like, oh, should I have gotten it for fall? But I never got it because I didn't know if it was actually good or not. But I have a friend who bought this book recently, and then I was like, you know what, let me just buy it and give it a try, and if I really like this one, then I'll go back and get her other ones for the other seasons. But this is it says small town spicy festive romance. She is a grump, but she owns like a Christmas tree farm, and he gets kind of stuck or trapped there, I think, and it's kind of their like little forced proximity relationship, and she's a grump and he's the sunshine, I'm guessing. That's what I'm getting. She's like the Grinch, and it's a romance, and they're on a Christmas tree farm. How fun and cozy. And it's not super long, so again, like I'm saying, hopefully we can kind of fly through this one and have just a good time reading some Christmas books. I'm very excited. The next one I'm very excited for because I recently bought it because I was like, I think I've seen someone talk about this, so like why not? Because I was looking for books for Christmassy books to read, and now I see everyone has holiday or is reading it right now or planning on reading it in December, so now I can't wait to read it because I think it's supposed to be pretty good. And that is How My Neighbors Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn. This is like a fun, spicy, my next door neighbor romance. And I've also heard that the audiobook is amazing from a bestie on Book Talk. And so I got it. So when I read this one, I'll have the audiobook with it. It's like a full narrate. It's like a dual narrator and a cast of narration. I'm so excited for this one because I've seen such good things. Or like people have just been enjoying it. Like it's been like a fun reading experience. And with the audiobook to a full cast, I've been eating up audiobooks these past few months. Like I feel like naked without having one ready to go, which is weird because I used to not really be like that. I had to kind of like make myself get into audiobooks, but now I'm like, I need them all. I need to get Libby or something because my bank account is not my friend. But anyways, from what I've gathered, he lives in this very Christmassy town and he's kind of like the Grinch. And then she ends up moving in next door and they knew each other from the past, I think. And now they're kind of like competing against each other in this competition, but then they also end up fake dating, I think. I'm not sure. It honestly seems chunky, but it seems like it would fly by because it's like a fun romance, like I said. I'm excited. There's also like pictures in the book. There's like pictures in the book. I don't know. It just seems like a fun time. I've never actually read like a holiday book for the holidays, if that makes sense. I don't think I've ever went and bought Christmas books to read during Christmas or like holiday books to read during the holidays. Like maybe like fallish ones I read this year, one of them. But besides that, like I never really get like themed seasoned books, so I'm excited to give it a try. And then my last Christmas book that I bought, right? Yeah, my last Christmas book that I have planned to read, and I'm actually very excited for this one. Again, I just picked it up, it looked good. I was like, I think I've seen it somewhere else, and I saw Book Bestie had read it recently and enjoyed it, so now I'm very excited, and that is The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year. I do love me a good true crime story, like The Naturals, the Mind Up series. They're just fun, they're fast paced. I love just like the Guess Who and Who's Done It. And then Make It Christmas Edition. Sign me up. And it's super short, so it's like I feel like we could fly through this, just addictive, trying to get through it, figure out who's done what. It says it gives Knives Out with a rom-com twist, rivals to lovers, Christmas romance mystery. Like immediately yes, that just sounds like such a fun time. I'm very excited. I think they end up going to like a Christmas dinner and then there's something that happens and they have to figure out who did it. I don't know. I'm excited. Like I said, not super long. I can't wait to read this. Hopefully I'm gonna have, my goal is to have at least these 2 in my Christmas reading vlog that comes out. Maybe we'll read these and like make Christmas cookies or something. I don't know, I'm very excited. But I can't wait to see my thoughts on these and how they are because I'm hoping and I feel like they're gonna be good. Okay, next, let's talk about, should we do sad books first? Okay, books that I want to make me emotionally devastated, okay? First, Kristen Hanna. Okay, I read The Nightingale a few months ago by her. I could cry thinking about it. That book is absolutely beautiful, heartbreaking, just everything. I loved it so much. I loved her writing. You're like fully immersed in the story. Sobbing my eyes out and I thought that was it. Sob some more. Thought that was it. Sob some more. Okay, so it was a great time. I love it and I love crying over books. I want to read another Kristen Hanna book. I want to read The Woman really badly, but I want that to be in paperback because I have 2 of hers in paperback now and I'm a paperback girly. But I got Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna because I've heard this is a really good one. People typically talk about this one with like the Nightingale, or like they read that after the Nightingale. This one I think follows friends throughout the years of their friendship and like a female friendship going on. I don't know much about it. I know it's a show, so maybe we'll watch the show at some point afterwards. But I'm pretty sure it's about just like two friends and their years of friendship and like the struggles and the ups and downs and the things that occur with it. It says, for 30 years, Tully and Kate are there for each other, weathering the storms of friendship, jealousy, anger, hurt, resentment. They think they've survived it all until an unexpected betrayal tears them apart and puts their courage and friendship to the ultimate test. Female friendships, we love them. Chris and Hannah, we love her. The pain I feel like I'm gonna feel should be pretty good. And I feel like I'm just gonna be connected and just really moved by the story. So I cannot wait to read this one. This is my top sad book for the month. And I feel like I need to start off with this one. This is a book that is like one of the lead books that led me to this decision for my TBR of sobbing uncontrollably. Because I've been thinking about this book obsessively for the past like few months, I feel like. And I just really want to know what it's about. But I'm scared. I am scared that I might be like a shell of a person afterwards. But that is A Little Life. I don't know why I think it's gonna be a great idea to read this, but I just feel like really just connecting with characters and feeling everything they feel. So this is this. I really don't know much about this book, but besides the fact that I think it follows like four friends and their friendship over the years and the things they go through. So yeah, this is a book I want to read. So I'm excited. People say to have books in between to make you feel good and happy with life and living. So I might be saving some of the Christmassy books to read in between this one. Maybe a book I read throughout the entirety of the month. Who knows? I don't know how it's gonna go, how I'm gonna feel. I'll have it in vlogs. Don't you guys worry. And if you weren't worried, you shouldn't be, because I got you. I am excited and scared to read it. Again, they also said, like I said, to have fun palette cleansers. So I do have like the Lux series with Jennifer L. Armentrout. Those are free on Audible. I'm listening to the second one right now. That's just my audiobook right now. So that could be like a thing that I have going on. How the Grinch Stole Christmas audiobook and reading it, I could read. I have like my Chestnut Springs series books. I have not finished the series yet, and those are all on Kindle Unlimited, and I own them. So I might like throw those in. I have like Lila Sage, like Done and Dusted, like romance. So I'm like, those books I can have sprinkled in when I need something to make me feel not the pain I might feel, will feel while reading this book. So those are like my options outside of my TBR, just in case, depending on how this puts me when it comes to reading it. But yes, any words of advice, drop them below. Thank you. Okay, next. This one falls with like the Christmassy vibes, but also next we have my high fantasy or just fantasy books and worlds that I want to get lost in and devour. I have many, so I don't know how I'm gonna devour all of them, but that's besides the point. But first, I do want to at least read this one book because I wanted to do a video with this book, and that is Harry Potter and the Sorcerers of Stone by J.K. Rowling. This is book one in the Harry Potter universe, obviously. If you've existed with this world, if you've been alive, you probably know what this book is about. But I've watched other movies many times. I read the first three books, I think, a while ago, but I never like continued with it, and I want to read the entirety of this series. So I'm thinking maybe, if anything, like reading one book a month, kind of just to work my way through it, because I don't have to like necessarily binge them, because I do know the general premise of each book because I've watched the movies. Obviously there's a lot more added into it, but I would like to have read the Harry Potter series. So my goal is maybe at least one book a month, but I also want to film videos reading one book and watching the movie, and like spoilers, discussion, and kind of talk about my thoughts on like the books and the movie. So that'd be fun, I think, to film that for every book and movie throughout this year, next year. The book is the first book following Harry Potter when he finds out he is a wizard and he goes to Hogwarts for the first time, where he meets his friends Hermione and Ron. He deals with some bullies, he's learning about his magical powers and who he is and who his family is. They have like little adventures that they go on throughout the book, and there's also like the overarching story of the one who shall not be named. He who shall not be named. So yes, this is the first one. So this one's a very like light, quicker, easier read in a way, because obviously the other books, they do get thick. They get thick. But this one is such a fast-paced book, I feel like. And with the movie, it's just, yeah. So my goal this month is to read this book and watch the movie and do a reading vlog on it. Maybe this would be more of like an end of the month video, so I have time to like read it and watch the movie and talk about it. But I'm very excited to finally read it, and I want to like annotate it. Look at this. I had a little thing right here that told me how I was going to annotate it, and then I guess I never did. I'm excited to finally read this. Oh, and then I also have book two in case I just feel like continuing with it. I have the whole series obviously, but Chamber of Secrets, these two are both short, so like I'm like, maybe I can read these quicker and maybe I read a few this month. Who knows? We'll see. But hopefully at least the first one. Okay, next, getting into series again. Crescent City. Listen, I have read the first one already, and then I bought the second one. Bought the third one on release day. Never finished it. Never read the second or the third one, and I need to, okay, because I keep seeing everything about these books, and I love all of SJM's worlds and series, so I really want to finally get to them, okay? My problem is that I annotate them like I'm annotating them to death, because I'm trying to think of the theories, and I can't, my brain doesn't really do the theories that well, because it's a lot to think about, but I want to reread it. I think I want to read Thread of Glass and ACOTAR next year again, so there's that. But I did start this, never finished it, and I'm annotating it. Like, I actually am annotating it like crazy. The first, like, look at that. I was going in. I really want to get to these finally. I don't know if I'm gonna get to them all this month. A Girl Can Dream. I really want to, but again, I'm annotating it like crazy. So will I get to all of them? I'm not sure, but I want to get lost in worlds, like I said. And this one right here, she's a big one, and they're chunkers, so I'm excited. This book follows Bryce, and this is an urban fantasy, one of Sarah J. Maas's worlds. And so it's an urban fantasy, so it kind of has like modern day vibes to it, an aesthetic of like phones and like going out to clubs and just like the things that happen. But then also it's a fantasy because it has magical creatures of every kind in this book, like werewolves, vampires, everything, the whole shebang. And then magical powers, magical elements, magical items. There's a lot going on. There's like a murder mystery going on. I really enjoyed the first book when I read it. The thing about this is like kind of like a murder mystery going on and like looking for a missing lost artifact, and then how that just kind of ties into everything. And so I'm really excited to continue with them. I really want to know what happens in this book, and I really want to know what happens in this book. So we'll see. My goal is to hope we get to them. Hopefully read this one this month at least, but we'll see. Fingers crossed. These are my hopefuls, okay? Okay, next, another one of the books that really sparked this decision for my TBR is Shadows of the Gods by John Gwynne. This is the first book in the Bloodsworn saga by this author who's known for his like epic fantasy stories and worlds. I have one of his other books in his other series, Malice, but I've heard a lot of things about this book, a lot. People talking about it and raving about it, and so I was like, okay, let me get this one first and start off with it, because then I can talk to the book besties on Book Talk about it. And then if I, like, you know, loving it, continuing with it, read the other series. I don't know exactly what order to read all his books, and he's kind of like the Brandon Sanderson of like intermingling, I think, universes that kind of maybe become intertwined, I think. I'm not sure. That could be wrong. But I know this is the first book in the Bloodsworn saga, and I don't know much about it besides the fact that these three characters, it says, a huntress, a noblewoman, and a thrall all seeking retribution among the mercenaries known as the Bloodsworn, and this is a Norse-inspired epic fantasy of blood and vengeance. I am so excited, like actually so excited to read this, and this is one of the first books I think I'm gonna read too as well. But yeah, this is one of the books that really started this obsession for this month of epic fantasy and heartbreaking reads. I wanted to read this book, so I bought it recently, and I'm so excited to get to it. I hope it's a great time. I expect nothing less. Like, I've heard it's amazing, so I'm excited, and hopefully we can get lost in a new world with dragons. So, and then last but certainly not least that I have right now on my TBR is to finally start the Zodiac Academy. I've said it many times and I never continued with it. This month I am doing it because I'm like, I'm done with classes soon. There's no excuse to not have read them or started the series. So I did also recently, I already had this first book, the Zodiac Academy. I do want it in the original cover. I'm trying to find it. I don't even know if you can buy it anymore in the original cover, which makes me sad because I said on my TikToks how they're so ugly that I love them. Like, they're so distinctly Zodiac Academy books. But I had the first one, and then I did just recently go buy the second one, which is Zodiac Academy Ruthless Fae. And then I did just go buy as well Zodiac Academy 3, The Reckoning. So I'm like, I quite literally have the first 3 books in my possession. I have to read them. So my goal is to hopefully binge them this month because I'm off of school, okay? And they also are in Kindle Unlimited, but I'm hoping to be hyper fixated and have this whole series become my new personality. So I'm gonna need the trophies. So I got them, and I can't wait to read them. I honestly don't know much about this, besides the fact that it follows 2 twin sisters, and actually from what I can recall from people saying, two twin sisters who live in the like in the human realm or human world, and they find out that there's like this Zodiac Academy of like people with like powers, and that they are like technically rightful heirs to the throne or to rule this realm, but that because they weren't there and they thought they were lost or dead, that these other families' sons, I think, have been given the rights to the throne. But now if the girls come to the Zodiac Academy and like finish out their schooling, they could get the throne. So I think they're kind of like now competing. The people that have been there are like, why are you taking my throne now? You haven't been here this whole time. And they're trying to figure it out. There's like romance, but there's like enemies to lovers, bullying, I think, going on. But I think people make this seem like such a beautiful, stunning found family once you get to a certain point in the book, like how attached you are to the characters. And that's just how I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be getting so attached to fictional characters and obsessing over them. So that's what I'm hoping the series does for me. I do want to do reading vlogs for the series as well. I am so excited to read them. I can't wait. And again, sobbing, crying, people have been doing that with reading this book, like exactly what I need. Obsessing over fictional characters, loving favorite couples, and crying over books. What more can a girl want? And I saw Larry Reed's recently reading them all, and I need to watch her vlogs, and I can't until I've read the series because they're spoilers. So now I can watch it while I read it. I don't know what order to read these books in. Someone please let me know down below, okay? The intermingling way or just the pure Zodiac Academy way? Because I know you can intermingle like the Ruthless Boys series into it and like another prequel post series, like all of it at once. I don't know. I'm like, maybe I should just intermingle and have like the full experience of like everything. But it's like 20,000 books. But at least I'm on Kindle Unlimited, so honestly, like I'll be reading it on my Kindle. And I love me a good Kindle book, so like thank God. But yes, I'm hoping to get to these and see how far I can get into it in the series. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, I'm hoping to just I hope I can read all these books. I'm really just so excited for the month. And then no school too, like I just get to read during free time. Not that I don't read now, but if I'm reading, I'm always like, I have assignments to do. But now I'm like, you got nothing, girl? Enjoy your time. Read. I'm so excited. No, you prepare to be sick of me because now I'm gonna read all the time. Wake up, read. Between work, read. Before bed, read. Not sleeping and reading. Those are the books so far. I'm trying to think of anything else I might want to add. Nothing that I can think of. Maybe some Kindle books, honestly, throughout the month if I'm feeling like I need something Kindle. Usually I will buy it on my Kindle if I want to because I'm crazy. But some like Kindle fantasy books that I do have in the back of my mind is like the Devils, what is it? The House of Devils series on Kindle. That's a series I really want to get into. The Book of Azrael series, I really want to get into that series as well. Those are on Kindle Unlimited. Metal Slinger, I want to read that book also. So maybe I'll read those potentially if I want a Kindle book and not reading a physical book, or if I'm mood reading because I love to be a good mood reader. But these are the books I'm in the mood for currently, so hopefully we can get to them. No. I don't know if I can with all these books on my TBR. These are all the books I want to read or series I want to start. You can see there's some like second and third books in series on here. We might not get to those, but I would love to start these series this month and hopefully binge some of them. I am so excited. Let me know your thoughts on any of these books if you've read them, what your thoughts are, what books I should prioritize. Let me know what books you're reading for December so we can chat about them down below. If you have any videos you want to see this month, let me know. Definitely let me know what books you're planning on reading for December. I'm so excited. Like, comment, and subscribe, and down below I have my socials linked. You can follow me on my Bookstagram, my book talk, obviously here. Oh, also, if you guys are interested in bookish merch for like the holiday season, Enlightened Soul Company, I'll have a link down below. If you use my code JanaeReads15, you get 15% off your order. So definitely go check them out. Also, if you want bookish merch by Christmas, to order it before the 4th. So that'll be linked down below. There's some Christmas book merch in there. Just some amazing book merch in general in there. So if you're interested, link down below, JanaeReads15 for 15% off. Order by December 4th to get it by Christmas. Yes, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Or tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow with my November wrap-up. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.